What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and I've been getting a lot of questions about what you should be doing right now in Madden 20 while we're waiting for all these new promos to drop. Obviously, you guys should know as of right now that Friday is the expected date for the new Easter promo, or whatever they're going to call it. Then following that week, April 9th will be the first release of the 2 golden tickets. So a lot of you guys are trying to prepare for it. Pretty much what I would suggest is the usual thing, guys. Don't overthink it. I've put out several videos about challenges that you should be doing. I would like it if you guys will go through the playlist, the Madden NFL 20 playlist right here at GmiasWorld. You guys can always follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at GmiasWorld with additional questions. Many people are there and available to help you guys out. I don't know what's going on with this, but it's 150 for a 90 plus overall. We're going to go ahead and just grab that because I have a little bit of points that I use for the, the weekly thing. So it is what it is. All right, give me a 92. The dude's garbage, but it doesn't really matter though. That's going to be more training for us. So again, it's a lot of different things that you can be doing. You guys have warned me about the re-rolls with this. So as of now, as of April 1st, this is not an April Fool's joke. I would avoid this because so many of you guys have told me over and over again to stay away from it. So I'm going to heed that warning, and I would like you guys to also do that. Hold on to the training, wait for the new re-roll set that's going to be coming for the Easter promo, and then go after it that way because that might be a lot more safe for your pockets. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and avoid that. Your daily objectives should be done regularly. Like I said, I go with the 25,000 5 times get a gold pack on a regular basis. They also have the Madden stay and play with the winning 7 solo battles and getting free packs, all that stuff. I've gone over that several times as well. But again, what I'm going to be focusing on with this video is primarily your ultimate team. Because it's going to be a lot of changes coming very, very soon to the team. Regardless if you want to or not, we have to evolve. Dudes are going to get raid sold. So it's probably, the best time to kind of look and evaluate. Like, okay, you've been garbage for like the last couple, whatever. You've been trash. You know what I'm saying? Start looking at the squad, because if you don't do that, you're going to have some issues. And that's what we're trying to prevent, at this point. So pretty much we're going to go ahead right now. We're going to take a look at what's going on with all of that right now as far as the squad goes. I'm going to also touch on a few things with some of the comments that I've recently seen. As far as the previous gauntlets, you guys are going to have to go ahead and take care of that. The Gauntlet 3 was one of them that I had to get done because it was something that I promised you going forward that I would do. So as far as the other gauntlets, I've put out several videos before about specific ones. You guys can go ahead and search that within the Madden NFL 20 playlist. Also, as far as other tips and tricks, with what you're supposed to be doing with John Madden Coach, all of that content is available for you already. So, the best thing for you to do, like I said, is just look through the playlist for Madden 20 or just search keywords in GmiasWorld and you'll find everything there, because I've pretty much given you guys everything from how I got all my power run, the go deep, pass rush, the players, all that stuff. It's already there for you, so you should not have any issues finding that information. All right, so now let's get down to the nitty gritty. Aaron Rodgers has been a garbage trash can, piece of garbage trash can. I know I said it twice. I wanted to say it 3 times. The dude's garbage, but right now he's still the best option. We could argue that with Patrick Mahomes getting the 4th ability slot, that he would also be somebody that's suitable to go, with everything that we've been trying to do. But again, when it comes down to it, if you're not running around like a maniac and throwing the ball, he's not going to release the ball in a timely fashion. So I would not recommend that. That's just something, like I said, for those of you guys that are new, my veterans already understand the release is everything. Because most of the people that you're going to play, they're going to send everybody, or they're going to run 2-4-5 odd and, pretty much stop your run. You're going to have other ways of being able to move the ball. All right. So Aaron Rodgers getting that ball off quick. If your opponent messes up or does something weird, you can get that ball off. Otherwise, you can't really do much. That's what my biggest point about it is. Mahomes with Gunslinger, if you read the description, because we tried Mahomes with Gunslinger, he still threw the ball the same way. All right, if you bullet pass it on the run, he's going to throw it fast. It's obvious. If you want to throw, really, really fast, throwing on the run is the best way to do it. For me, I'm not always trying to run outside the pocket, especially with a lot of these guys that run a lot of contained defenses. The contains don't generally work consistently, but when they do, you can't move outside the pocket. Like, dudes will just be standing there waiting for you to move, and as soon as you, take one step left or right, you're going to get sacked instantly. So I'm looking to get rid of Aaron Rodgers regardless. I just need somebody that's going to be formidable to be able to do that. A quick release like Kyler Murray. I was very impressed with Kyler Murray because, that dude's release is insane. Now, we looked at it when they first upgraded his card. I just didn't realize it was that good. He's a guy that I don't think I would go back to. You know, I think I'm just going to wait it out to see what happens with everything else. But again, with the way everything is, he does have a very, very fast release. So, you know, I would absolutely understand if somebody wanted to go with that. Plus, he has the speed. He can move around pretty quickly. That'll also help you guys out. But again, Aaron Rodgers might be a guy that's going to be on the chopping block. Just so you guys are not amazed or, you know, really, really surprised about it. I'm looking to rage sell him as soon as possible. All right. Another thing that I wanted to point out, some of you guys were talking about, you know, the Darren Waller. We're going to go take a look at that. See, the issue with that card is not only is his power up very expensive, but he's probably not going to be as useful to you guys as you think, unless you're trying to use Matchup Nightmare and throw it into coverage, which always makes everything exciting. We're going to go ahead and take a look at that as well, because I don't want to forget about it, and then we'll go back and finish up with the actual lineup. So with Darren Waller, right, for me, the way that I play, he probably would be a really good card to get. The problem is I don't want to spend coins on him, and you know, right now there's a lot of things about to get started, and if you guys start to do this, I'm just making sure you guys understand this. If you guys start to spend right now, like just say for instance you go and you start putting together this set, whatever it is, you're going to be missing out on a lot of different things. All right, now you could see it's not a lot of stuff up there. You can see 157. The reason that people are spending that much for a power up, just so you guys know, is because he's a tight end that gets to like 96 speed, 98 with the Raiders chem. All right, so that's a very, very huge thing. All right, because this goes to 93 plus 3 will be 96 plus 2 with the Raiders, 98. That's his max right now, is 98 with the Raiders, right? Like I said, for me, I really don't find the need. Like, he's 6'6" with 98 speed. Could he go out there and just create havoc? He possibly could. Like, absolutely. Like, I'm not gonna say he wouldn't. The problem is, let's do the math real quick, bro. You can, let's say we go ahead and buy this, or we could always go and complete the set ourselves. But let's say we buy that 333. You got to get the 97. You got to get this. All right, so you almost at 500K. Then you got to get the 92. You know, the Redux 140, not too bad. The 87 is garbage, you know, not too crazy. And then the 78. So you're looking at about 600K of an investment. You know, then you got to add the training, right? And then if you don't add the Raiders chem, which I don't really want to do, because with the 49ers right now, I'm all set with it, even though I don't need, in most cases, the 49er chem, primarily because Calvin Johnson goes to 99 speed and Randy Moss was also a Raider. I would be good as far as wide receivers go, but it's about the rebuilding of the team to do it. You see what I'm saying? I'd have to actually rebuild the team to get that aspect going. I don't want to do that. You know, for no other reason than it's just going to be annoying, but it would work out because I have Bo Jackson, obviously. You know, I think Eric Dickerson, was Eric Dickerson a Raider? Was he a Raider? I don't think he was a Raider, was he? I don't know. Let's check it real quick. No, he was. I think he was just. Oh, he was a Raider. All right. So with the Raiders chem, you know, that could actually. He's already a 99 speed as well, but it probably would give him additional boosts in other aspects if we went with that. So it would be Bo Jackson, it'd be Eric Dickerson, Randy Moss. All right, Jerry Rice played for the Raiders as well, so that's already 4. We would have to get all of the other cards though. Everything else additionally that went into the Raiders ×2, and what else did they have? They had the theme kings, they had the theme builders. We'd have to go back and do all of that to be able to get it boosted. Now, could we do it and then put Darren Waller out there and just be an idiot? Yeah, we could do that, but then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, where else do we go from there? Because if a golden ticket Calvin drops at tight end, if that's already something that's in the works, I guess we would be, you know, pretty good to go, but then we would lose Moss. I just want you guys to point out, we would have to take it off of Moss because we'd have to put the abilities on the tight ends. And the tight ends, if Calvin is, and if he does end up being a tight end golden ticket, we would take the abilities off of all the wide receivers and put it on the tight ends and just have those guys split out wide. Would it be a different dimension to the squad? Absolutely it would. But at the same time, I'm not sure exactly what we would, you know, with the way that everything is working out, it's very, very difficult for me to say, you know what, let's 100% do this, let's 100% do that. I don't want to get to that point, but I think we can do it relatively easy if we were to do it. But George Kittle will automatically be a non-factor, okay? Because we would have to, bro, if we take away those abilities off of him, we would have an issue. We would definitely have an issue because, you know, the +1 speed makes him right now a 93, but Darren Waller going to a 97 speed and being 6'6", you know, you could probably see why that would be a little bit more appealing. There are a lot of different scenarios with it, and I was thinking about it a lot. And sometimes you get anxious because there's not a lot of stuff going on right now, and you start to think about it like, yo, what if I do this? What if I do that? Well, if we start getting rid of a lot of these cards and we go to Raiders Chem, you know, I can walk you guys through it, but pretty much it'll be kind of crazy. Obviously, Night Train gets any chem. Dion never played for the Raiders. Nick Bosa, he would just be, you know, pretty much obsolete at this point. I believe that Warren Sapp played for the... Did Warren Sapp play for the Raiders? I think he may have, right? Let's check that. For some reason, yeah, he did. All right, so he would actually be a guy that got, you know, gets a boost from it. And then we would have to actually look at everybody else to kind of make sure, like, what else is going on. I know for a fact, I think, Alan Page, what was he doing, this guy? Because this dude is garbage. Like, he's just here just to be here because he was also a Bear. It's very, very crazy. And then also, Kevin Green would lose his +1 speed. Kevin Green screams, but then we would probably have to go to Khalil Mack to kind of counteract that. As far as that goes with the Raiders, Taylor Mays, did he play for the Raiders? Because he played for like every team in the NFL. I wouldn't want to lose his boost. Yeah, he played for the Raiders. So we wouldn't lose our primary players for the most part as far as speed is concerned. But we would have to make up, you know, for the other players. Obviously, this guy can get any chem. Lawrence Taylor only played for the Giants. You know, Pete Willis, these guys, we'd have to figure out what we're doing with that. But adding the Raiders would be absolutely very, very easy. Hold on, wait a minute. What's this guy doing? Was Ronnie Lott a Raider? Usually 49ers played for Raiders because they were all in the same area. Yeah. All right. So it wouldn't be that difficult to actually do it if I wanted to go ahead and get the Darren Waller because, you know, it's spare time right now. But I don't want to do it at this moment. But just keep in mind, if we decide to go that route, it will be rather easier to do it when the new content drops because the newer cards will let people ignore the other cards. Unless you just still wanted to go ahead and do it right now regardless and say, look, I'm ready to just drop 600K. I'm going to put Darren Waller in. I'm going to go Raiders Chem. I'm going to make sure Randy Moss stays with his speed. And you can do it that way with no major issue. But just remember, when you choose to do that, try to make as much back for the other cards because, well, as far as our O-line, we would only have to get rid of Joe Staley. So the left tackle position, we'd have to figure out what's going on with that because that was the only one. And then we have some backups that have 49er chem. That'll be easy to kind of, you know, fix that with no problem. Other than that, it looks like, you know, Bo Jackson already has Raiders. We would change this guy from a Ram to a Raider. So we wouldn't have major issue. As a matter of fact, with that Rams chem right now, because we don't have a lot of Rams players, we could just go ahead right now and just add the ones that are not 49ers as Raiders. And then, like, you know, right now we have 3. So we would need 22 more. We know that there's 3 that gives us ×2, ×3 twice. Because like Garrison Hurst is a ×3, George Kittle is a ×2, and you know, obviously we have Merton Hanks with a ×3. So you would have to go and find those. Hold on, what, is that a ×2? What was it? I thought he was a ×3. Hold on, that looked like a ×2 on him though. So only that one guy is ×3. Hold up. Let me see. Let me just make sure. Because something looks weird on that. Was that a 3 or what is that, bro? Why am I on Ryan Shazier? Like, what is happening right now? Let me move that over there. Because that was looking kind of weird. I always thought he was oh, he's ×2. All right. Okay, so that's 2. No, that's 3. So why did it looks like a 2 on there? All right, so it is 3. All right, so we would get 3, 6, and then 2 would be 8 from 3 specific players for the Raiders to kind of add on to that, and then we would actually go from there and figure out the rest of it. I don't know why it looks so weird on this card right there. Okay, I guess I see it now. It's a 3. All right, I was just pretty much, you know, out of my mind for a second. So you would actually have to go back and look into the sets and see the ones that go to the Raiders, and then obviously go get the other ones. So the theme builders, you know, the theme diamonds, which I think, what do we have? We have the 49er one because the 49er was Merton Hanks. All right, so that's ×3. So we would have to look for the Raiders, whoever the Raiders guy is. Oh, the tight end. Oh, Dave Casper. That dude's garbage. Oh, all right, cool. So he would be the ×3. All right, and then Theme Diamonds ×2. We already completed this one, but who was the Raiders for this? Okay, Asamoah, we'd have to get this idiot. That dude sucks, man. But we'd have to use his power-up as a backup because he would never play for me. That dude sucks. All right, so that would be that one. And then the theme builders. Hold on, wait. What is the defensive guy? The theme builder defensive guy is for the Raiders. Okay, Tahir Whitehead. And then, hold on, what does he get? He gets a ×2 team chemistry. So the other guys would be 3, and then you also get the offensive one, which would be the other guy, the tight end, Darren Waller. All right, so it looks like it'll be relatively easy to do. If you guys would want to get, if you guys would want to see that, that would, 150. What is that? 150? How much is this guy? 150. Okay, so this guy's like 200 and change right there. I'm not gonna buy it right now, man. That's 240. Like, bro, okay, this is getting tempting. 240. What is that? Oh my God, 249. Bro, low key. What's going on? Bro, Darren Waller though? Yo, we could actually get him for like his cheapest amount right there. And then we would obviously have to be getting rid of George Kittle. Oh man, bro. I don't know if we're gonna be able to go back from this. We could actually complete him and then sell him back though, if we wanted to. But again, I don't know. But this is just one of the other things that you guys can work on because he would be good as a run blocker and also as a guy that you could put abilities on to go and just moss dudes uncontrollably. So it would actually work out pretty well for you guys if you wanted to do that, going forward. So these are the things that you should probably be doing right now. Start to evaluate, your options, what you think is reasonable for you guys to do. If you guys have any other ideas about, as far as like theme teams and stuff like that, or anybody else that would be more exciting, at this point, we're just looking for the tallest, fastest guys to have fun with the game. That's pretty much, what we're doing. So if that's something that you're into, I would definitely start to look at it, evaluate it. But again, you need to check out those challenges. You need to make sure that, you're winning your 7 head-to-head games. You're going to play Weekend League, get a free 100K. I'll update you guys with that more as we go forward. And, pretty much that's all we got right now until Friday when they drop the new content, in which I will go over thoroughly for you guys as usual. In closing, please make sure you check out the playlist. All the playlists have different things in them. You can search by keywords, John Madden Coach, whatever, GmiasWorld, all that stuff. It will come up. You will see exactly what we did already, and you will start to build your team to the ultimate level and start beating people down right on the gridiron. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully you guys are being very, very safe. Wash your hands. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.